Thank you so much, Chairperson. Here today's debate, I was really very glad to see such a huge improvement in the yeah, I could see a lot of improvement, and I would like to point out a few of them. First of all, we have improved in addressing the chairperson. Everyone who came here debating out has addressed the chairperson in the beginning. Okay, that is one good fact. The next thing here we have seen is we have now introduced, it can be seen from your debate that you are trying to put things point-wise. Now comes the real comment, which may sound a bit, okay, let's see what I have. Movers were about to talk about schools, private schools, and they had to do a comparison between the government schools and the private schools. So when we say public school, what would that mean? Public schools are which schools? Government schools or private schools? So it's not clear to us. It's not it. Some don't know what public schools are. So it is very clear from the word public school that the mover are taking the scenario to be very big. They are talking in context of India, not Mizoram. When we come to Mizoram, the number of students in Mizoram in public school or government school and the student of Mizoram in private school should be compared from my point of view. We should give the statistics based on Mizoram. CPSC, I don't know how they are. In other states, schools are flooded, government schools are flooded with students. Students in private schools are less. Here it is exactly opposite, where we missed the fact that private schools are more crowded here than the government schools. So opposers could not oppose properly because movers did not do their homework properly. Movers had to work on their points. Next thing I would say is we were not giving the opposers enough point for rebuttal. They would not come and talk for 3 minutes because the same point was repeated again and again. We were hearing the same thing again and again. So movers must have 3, 4, 5 different points. And if they see the first person who just came in front of them talked about that point, then they should move with the next point. Do you get my point? That is how it has to be. Then the debate becomes interesting. Now, where are I will put some points where I need to say we need to see some more improvement. First thing is, I have noted something here, so I need to read it. It was done there when I was listening to you, so I'm reading it. This is another thing. But the movers had enough time to prepare at home the things, so why look at the paper and read? We still need to learn how to make proper eye contact with the audience. That is the first and foremost important thing. If your body language is not good enough here, if you're not using proper gestures, if you're not connecting, if you don't connect with the person there, then you are standing alone and you are just reciting something written on the piece of paper. And that is not debate. Debate is opposing, moving a point, opposer coming up and opposing it. So let us be clear at that point. The next thing here I have to say is, now we have written our own note and now I'm reading it here. Now if I myself cannot read my notes properly and if I'm struggling with it, it could be seen that some of us were holding the paper and we were still finding it difficult. So I don't know whether the handwriting was too bad or because of nervousness, but we are learning anyway. As I said in the beginning, we had a lot of improvement. Then, so if you are reading also, let the people not know that you are reading it. For the next point I have, the points which you move, or movers, let the point be short. You stick to one point for too long and the things become boring. When you stick to one single point for very long, it doesn't make sense. Short, crisp. Now that comes and tickles you. Yes, yes, that is what he's saying. I'm listening it. Yes, it's taking my mind. I'm listening. That is important. It has to be short. Short and very tidy one, okay? Talking on the same topic again and again makes it boring. Then, time management. Here, only one student from the mover concluded on time. Others either finished it before the warning bell rang, or they could not stop before the bell rang. So that means they did not practice much. This practice has to be done. It's a secret. You have to take a watch, look at for the movers only. Opposers can't be done. Stand in front of a mirror, talk, and talk. Manage your time, talk. Manage your time, talk. That is the recipe, the secret recipe. Okay. So these are the points where we need to improve. And last thing, some of the participants were addressing the chairperson in between the conversation, let's say the comments and all, or the points where they were giving. So a chairperson has to be neutral. This is the first time I see the chairperson nodding to the mover, somewhat like this, which should not be done. A chairperson is a neutral person. The topic of debate remains a topic of debate. It cannot be concluded by any of us. If the topic is are private school better than public school or government school, the topic remains same and no comments on the topic. Okay, let that be all from my side. Thank you.